Welcome back here, round 4 of the Summer of Surf on your home of surf sports, Fox Sports. And now the club favourite to finish us off for the day here at Thirroul. It's the Open Female Taplin. Take us through these fields, Josh.
Oh, it's everyone's favourite event down here on the beach. We got the local side, Bulli. They're just the next beach along down here in Wollongong. Manly, the Sydney side, and then a big field of Queenslanders there with a couple of Northcliffs, Mooloolaba and North Burleigh in this. So we're in for a great race.
So the order the same as the Ironman and Iron Women order, board, swim, ski, and on board again with Harriet Brown. She's one of our favourites here on Summer of Surf, and you can just see probably trying to make a little bit of amends from that board race where she just got knocked off, but that happens on board here as well with Carly Northern. And
we spoke about that before. See, she just rocked back on those heels up over the wave, and she's done a great job there. It was like nothing had happened at all. She's really going well, but it seems like this right-hand side here, I think that's Peter Langton from Noosa on the far right-hand side. Then a couple of Northcliffe teams that are inside, Maddie Dunn and Harriet Brown there are doing the best, and Carly in the northern end, it seems like she's struggling at the back there.
Well, I think it's a perfect example of surf, and what we say, I guess, in Surf Life Saving is sometimes that's surf, and you saw Carly Northern, she's dominated this Summer of Surf series, but just being up that northern end, you can be the most informed, you can be the most talented, you cop a couple of waves on the head, and the right-hand side gets out clean, and it's a totally different ball game.
And that's why we celebrate the likes of your Shannon Ecksteins, the Courtney Hancocks, the people who do it day in, day out, week in, week out, no matter what end they draw on the line. It's those surf skills to overcome those little disadvantages that's all through the sport. And as we're on with Harriet here, she looks like she's enjoying it, just wash riding on the outside, really paddling well, and definitely keen to make amends for that board race.
So Harriet Brown there, right alongside Noosa Heads, and the girls, you see them lying down, are turning the cans, and it just gives them a bit more manoeuvrability, a bit more flexibility.
That's it. It's a lot easier to get that board round when you're lying down. You get your arms in deep. You can sort of push a little bit harder on that outside one, and we can see she takes a little short stroke with her left hand there to make sure the board goes around to the left, and she's doing a great job. And the girls are up. They'll be paddling hard now as these runners come from behind, and as we spoke about all day, getting up on your knees, getting those deep strokes going, and that's the key to getting a quick run on the way home.
So you can just see the rating when the girls go down to the stomach. You've seen the younger age groups, the girls, they see your rating when you're lying down a little bit slower. It's your recovery, but not at this level. They're up and they rate really fast on their stomachs. And then when it starts to get the go time, all the stars come up to their knees.
Yeah, that's it. There's no rest out here. There's no taking a few quiet strokes, because as we saw in the men's board race, if you take one little mistake and your race is all over, these girls will make you pay.
Oh, they'll make you pay. Wave coming on. Look at this. Looks like Manly trying to get down, and
she's done well.
As well as that Rachel Career from Manly has just got down that wave. Looks like Harriet Brown's down it as well. She chased that beautifully. Career across the water there, and she's one of the girls that is actually a lay-down paddler. She spends a lot of time on her stomach. You can still see there lying down. So they get off their boards here.
And there's no rest here for the girls in the run. They're going as hard as possible to give their teammates the best possible chance. We're back with Carly. They're on the next wave. There's 4 of those teams on the next wave. Mooloolaba, Bulli, it looks like North Burleigh and Noosa are all playing catch-ups at this point.
Yeah, great leg there by Rachel Career of Manly as the 2 Northcliffe teams tag in, and well, in they go. Oh, a little stumble there. Crystal Smith's just taken a wave head on. It looks like Eliza Smith in there as well for the Northcliffe club.
Yeah, Crystal's just trying to take one extra step, and she's gone down there. That little gutter at the start's playing havoc on these girls. As we see the leading 3, they're up and they're waiting, and that one mistake from Crystal's dropped her into 3rd there, but I'm sure she'll make it up through this wave area.
Yeah, Taylor Paskeric in there for Manly. We saw her win the surf race before, and again, Jossie, just talk us through going out in the surf. It never works to plan. The water doesn't go shallow to deeper to deeper to deep. It changes, so your tactics change. You might swim at the start, then you might run, then you might duck dive, then you might swim. It's always changing.
Yeah, the girls will have done a lot of prep in the morning. They'll come down, check the conditions. They're always aware of it. If you've got to make sure you dive through those deep sections, you do your duck diving, and when it gets shallow, you get up and going and get those legs pumping as quick as possible. There's a real skill to being able to negotiate the surf. The likes of Kai Hurst and Shannon Eckstein, they're the ones that do it really, really well, and they're the ones that are winning the surf races over the last couple of years. So the ones with experience will definitely come out the best.
And I guess that's the one thing that we love about surf so much. It's constantly changing. What might have worked for you this morning is not going to work for you this afternoon as the girls make their way back. What is going to work is if you catch a wave, and look at this. Oh, the body surfing skills. Oh, just off the back. So it looks like, is it Crystal Smith down this
Crystal
one?
Smith.
And Eliza Smith was just one stroke away.
I think she put her head up there. I think she thought she was down to put that head up. The legs dropped and she's dropped off the back, and Crystal made no mistake at all. Head down as we look at her now. Great body surfing. She's probably the best in the business at doing doing this and
still
all the
going.
way up the beach, and she'll jump up with a massive lead now going into the final leg. And,
line up that flag.
Look at the difference that one wave's made there as the girls jump down another one, but that's washed over the top two. And Crystal Smith, this could be the winning move right here. Oh,
just great skills. The veteran is really shining today. Had a great victory in the board race, and now coming and backing it up here, and she'll tag into Devon Halligan to finish off, and we saw what great ski paddling form Devon's in.
Yeah, she won the ski race earlier today, so you wouldn't want to be tagging anyone else. As we go all the way back here, that looks like Manly's going around. That's Taylor Pasaric, who's done a great job, and that one small mistake from Eliza Smith there has created a huge gap, and now Noosa and these girls are in the hunt for the podium, so that's a terrible mistake to make there.
So Noosa Heads comes through, Mooloolaba, looks like Jess Walker of North Burleigh there as well, trying to catch up, and Jordan Mercer pops the tag now. We saw Noosa Heads, they won their first ever Taplin relay at the Summer of Surf up there at Alex Headland, so looking to reel back the leaders, but a lot of work to be done, and just those little things that make a difference, aren't they, Josh? And that body surfing of Crystal Smith, you can't buy that, just all the way to shore.
Yeah, all experience there, and your 2 metre gap turns into a 50 metre gap like we've seen, and it's made life a whole lot easier for Devon Halligan. She's still going pretty hard out the back, we can see her legs pumping. That's using your entire body, big rotation, using the big muscles, your back muscles, your leg muscles, to make sure the power's down on that paddle. It's not just pulling with your arms, it's a whole body movement, and that's what the great paddlers do. They use their whole body to get that thing through the water and get the ski up and moving, and Devon's just shown great technique there.
And then just talk to us about the technique of turning a can in a ski. Obviously, you're going to ease up on that paddle on the inside and a lot more strength on the outside to whip it around.
That's it. You dump your foot on the right pedal there, and you use a lot of power on that outside stroke. So you might have a soft, strong the whole way around, and it's a real art form to it. And the guys who do it well don't lose any speed, they don't lose any power. It's just a small little technical change they put in their stroke, and they come out of it as quick as they went into it. So as we look at Dev here, she's really putting that head down, making sure there's no mistakes here. We can see how one little mistake can sort of ruin your whole day, and Dev it doesn't look like she'll make one from here.
Yeah, it's been a tough summer so far for Devon Halligan in the Ironwoman stakes, but on the ski, she's really just blossomed and gone from strength to strength. And I think she had a foot injury earlier in the year. She couldn't really do too much running and too much other work, but she could do plenty of strength work and plenty of ski work, and it's definitely paying dividends.
Yeah, it is. As we're back with this is the battle for second and third. I think that's Danielle McKenzie there from Northcliffe on the left of your screen. We're on with Jordan Mercer, and I think that there's probably a Manly side in there as well, and they're going to be battling it out for the last 3 places. So the winners here, she's home, she's smiling, but the real battle's on for second and third.
Yeah, always a fun time when you get to come back to shore in this last leg. See your 2 teammates, little high five there, and then up the beach. And always nice when you don't have to have a sprint finish. High five of teammate Crystal Smith. So she won't get an easier ski leg all year. Devon Halligan to finish off here. Now the battle on for second place. We see Danielle McKenzie just come over the top, and Sarah Natman of Manly as well trying to finish off. Halligan crosses for Northcliffe, and looks like Natman's going to jog up the beach for third spot. So it's going to be a BMD Northcliffe Quinella here at Thirroul, and a good job by the Manly club finishing off here in style to grab a podium placing, and Jordan Mercer always quick across that sand in the transition will get 4th place for Noosa Heads, and vital points as we take a look at the results here for round 4 of this open female Taplin, and Northcliffe A on the back of some brilliant body surfing by Crystal Smith in that second swim leg takes the victory ahead of their fellow clubmates in Northcliffe B, and Manly rounding out the top 3 ahead of Noosa Heads.
So we've got the girls who just won the Taplin from Northcliffe. Maddie started off on the board. Talk me through that.
It was me and Harriet Brown, other club member, and coming first and second the whole way, and then Manly sneaked a wave, and yeah, we all came off together.
And Deb on the ski, copped a wave at the back there.
Yeah, Crystal set us up really well with her pretty good wave in the swim. So she sent me off by myself, and I got out pretty clean and then came in on a nice little wave by myself.
There we go, the overall point score after 4 rounds of competition here in the open female Taplin. Northcliffe leading the way. Pretty tight though. Mooloolaba A not far off either, but plenty of Queensland clubs. Obviously, we started the series in Queensland, so they're going to be at the front of the list so far. Noosa Heads, Northcliffe in there, and Byron, and the 2 redhead teams round out that first page, and onto the second page. Manly, well, they've shown they're going to be a force to be reckoned with as the summer gets even hotter and we move into